Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ingrid Murray. I am a student of CUNY School of Professional Studies. Today, I'm going to be creating a visualization, and I'm going to be looking in depth specifically at mass shooting. The visualization will be very short and simple and just consist of a couple of steps. All right, this video is I'm gearing towards people who have never created a visualization using Tableau. So I'm just going to show you simple steps in getting a visualization that is done and is very concise and easy to read for anybody. Okay. All right, like I was saying, I was looking at the number of incidents stemming from gun violence in 2018 in the United States. And as I look at the current political climate, I've come to realize that there's been an increase in gun violence. I can also say that it's due to the lack of gun control and the lack of care for people with suffering from mental illness. Because we realize that every time we hear a mass shooting, we connect it to the person suffering from mental illness, which makes sense. Why would somebody just get up and decide that they want to just kill a bunch of people who they have no connection to? They don't know them, some of them they've never met. So we're gonna look in that. Okay, so first we need a data source. So we need somewhere to get this data from. How are we gonna get the numbers? I was looking at the gun violence archive, and I specifically was looking at mass shooting. Now, there are many others. We could look at total gun violence incidents for this year. Now, look at this map. An entire half of the country is totally red. So it's showing that on the East Coast, we have a lot of violence through guns. And, you know, looking at the mass shooting, it seems like it's something that we shouldn't be worried about because we're looking at the red dots and it seems far in between. But listen, one death is one too many. Okay? All right. So looking at the data set, here it is. First thing we have to do is to export it. So because I need to be able to use this data in order to create the visualization. So the first step is exporting the data. I already did that, so what I'm going to do is just go into Tableau and then connect this data set in order to create the visualization. Here is the file that I downloaded, and then I click it and open, and boom, voila, here we have our data that we are ready to utilize. All right, like I said, it's not going to be a long video. It's very concise and the steps are very short. All right, so first thing first, select a sheet. Let me go back to data source. Okay, so data source have everything that I want to use. It have the years that I'm looking at, it have the region, which includes the state, and it have the number of deaths and injured. I'm going to specifically make the visualization just by state and the number of deaths. All right, so sheet one, next thing we do, we rename our sheets, and what we're looking at, number of deaths from mass shooting. So I'm going to type this in. So it's number, I'm using one hand because I'm using the other hand to hold the phone. So number of deaths from mass shootings 2018. Boom, there it appears here. All right, so what kind of visualization am I going to create? I've decided to create a visualization bubbles. It's gonna be very colorful and you're gonna love it. And guess what? You'll be able to make one too because it's very simple. The steps are short and very concise. So what I want to do is to go by state. So I want state, boom. What it did was to create a map. Now, this is a map of the entire world and not just the United States. But the fact that we're talking about mass shooting in the States, we realize that not everywhere in the world has a blue dot, only the United States. And I'm going to look at deaths. Okay, I have decided that though I want bubbles, I just want the United States of America. And so I selected this um this bubble pack. Okay, so this is now my visualization. Look, we have a visualization. The only thing, it's totally blue. Want to change that. So in order to change the color, I have to put state in color, and there I have it. Now but what happened to the numbers? You have to touch it, hover over it to see the information. This is saying that in California state for 2018, there were 49 people killed from a mass shooting. Okay, so let me go back a step and explain something to you. The Gun Violence Archive, based on their data, they have analyzed gun violence to consist of 4 or more people in one location. So that is how they consider a mass shooting. So if there are 4 individuals standing at the corner of, say, Flatbush Avenue and Lefferts Avenue, and 4 people got killed, it's considered a mass shooting. So though we might see numbers in the high, in double digits, they are mass shooting that consists of 5 people. Look at this. South Carolina had 5 people killed from mass shooting. Now, it doesn't mean that there were only, the shooting consists of 5 people. There might have been injured, some that were injured, right? But I'm just looking at the deaths from it. So not looking at the total incident, just the number of deaths. And so far, California has the highest. There are 49 people killed. Florida has 46. Then we have Pennsylvania with 31, Texas 28. Imagine, Texas is the biggest state in the country. And guess what? They don't have as many deaths. California have more, right? All right, so we're gonna look now at what I want is to do is to have the labels. So I put in the state in label, and I want the colors to come back. All right. I also want the number of deaths to be highlighted. So there are 49, and I want states to be in color. Voila. Look how simple that is. You now have a visualization that you can read. You look at it, it's very concise. It's telling you that there were 46 number of deaths. 46 people died in Florida. 13 people died in Maryland. Based on the name of our visualization, we said number of deaths from mass shootings in 2018. And you see the different states. Now you have a visualization that is very concise, it's very simple, it's easy to read, and it didn't take even, I talked more than I actually put the visualization together. Of course, we could have gone into more detail. We could have looked at injuries, the number of injured, and there we would see. So now look at this number. There are 123 people injured from mass shooting in 2018 in California. But right now we're just looking at the deaths. So we're going to take that, remove that. I hope this video was informative. It was educational. You were able to, you can recreate this video step by using the steps. It's very simple. And you can use any database to come up with your visualization depending on the question you're asking. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.